Hi, today we are at a Churro Shop at 3536 West 26th Street in Little Village. We are here today with Aldo Quiñones, who has a wonderful and unique, inspiring story about how he got started with his shop.
Aldo, can you tell us how you got started and how you got your business off the ground?
Absolutely. Well, I started off as a pop-up, like just setting up a table and a burner and like a tent on the corner of 26th and St. Louis. Started making churros, just fresh churros on the corner. People would just come by, be interested in what I was doing. As soon as they saw that I was making churros, they were attracted to it, and they're like, "Yes, I want to try it." I kept on doing that for a few weeks, and then that led to events and pop-ups. During that time, there was a lot of events, a lot of pop-ups going on throughout the city. That led me to a little bit more exposure, where I got invited to private events and backyard events and stuff like that. And from there, this idea came of opening up a shop. My wife and I were walking down 26th Street looking for a place to sit down, like have coffee, just drink, just hang out and just have a conversation. We didn't really want to go too far. We wanted to stay close to the house because we still live here in Little Village. But we couldn't find it. There was just a lack of space like that. So we thought about opening something. At the time I was doing the churros. And it just made sense to follow through with the shop that I had, the shop with the whole concept of making churros. We thought about it, we brainstormed, and we developed the concept that we have now. We found the space on 26th and Drake. We went for it, we put a bid down. We were fortunate enough to have been able to lock in the deal, and now we have a store.
Amazing.
Awesome. What a wonderful story. You know, you started off on a corner selling churros, and now here we are today in the shop. You build your business out of, going into community, getting to know everybody, and building it from the bottom up, right? So this is awesome.
It is. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe like your specialties or the process behind this amazing food?
Definitely. Well, our specialty, our house thing is churros, of course. We do make all our churro dough in small batches. We make it daily, multiple times a day, as many times as needed. All our churro dough is made from scratch. It is never refrigerated, it's never frozen, it's never held overnight. We make what we need for the day. There's no preservatives, there's nothing extra to the dough besides the four main ingredients: sugar, flour, butter, and water. As we said, we make it from scratch multiple times a day. We make everything by hand. If we can make it from scratch, we make it from scratch. Another thing that we do is traditional churros, so we don't stuff them. We make regular churro. We make churro loops, which is the shape of a loop. It's right here. This is what we have here. We put a sauce and a topping on it, a combination that we feel would go really well together and enhances the experience of the churro. So it provides another layer of flavor and texture. In addition to that, we have funnel cakes. That's the one we have here. This is the house one, the churro funnel cake, which has pieces of churros, the house-made chocolate sauce, whipped cream, powdered sugar. We also have a little twist on a classic nacho dish. We have loaded ice cream nachos. We also have sandwiches. This is our chilaquiles sandwiches, which is epazote butter, chipotle chilaquiles, and queso Oaxaca. It's pressed on sourdough bread, so it's like super crispy on the outside and soft and cheesy on the inside. Also, some specialties that we have in our house are the frappe de olla, café de olla, and then this is a churro latte, which we make our own churro syrup, and that is just the sugar that goes on the churro. We melt it, we make a syrup out of that, and you're essentially drinking a churro.
I'm so hungry.
I know, I'm like ready to dig in.
Yeah, so we do have a little bit of everything. We do have traditionals and classics that we want to preserve and maintain that history and tradition, that artisanal aspect, and then we also have twists on little modern dishes that we may have, and they kind of have a little bit of both worlds.
Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Aldo, for letting us be in your space and providing us with these amazing treats. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yes, and again, like she said, thank you, and we cannot wait to dig into all of these beautiful, great treats that you make, and especially because they're fresh. So come and visit the shop. Once again, it's at 3536 West 26th Street, and he is waiting for you here with fresh items for you every single day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Wow, we are back.
And oh my God, this was so good. I'm so stuffed, but I can just keep going. But I'll wait until we're off camera.
Yes. Before they have to wobble us out of here. Everything is amazing, delicious, delicious. Highly recommend you to stop at El Churro Shop. And today, Amanda and I want to share a little bit about ourselves. You know, who we are. A few personal, maybe.
Yeah, we might get personal. We'll see.
So we have a group of questions here that we are going to be pulling out so that we can definitely talk about where we are from and where do we come from.
Right, just so you guys could get to know us a little bit more. And yeah, let's get going.
Yes.
Do the honors, my love.
All right. I feel like I'm going to win a prize.
It's us, we're the prize.
Exactly. All right. What was your motivation to get into the real estate industry, lending world in my case? And my motivation is that when I was young, I was like every probably 18-year-old, right? Thinking, what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to be? What do I want to be, right? And I came across the opportunity to start off on the consumer and real estate side of a bank. And I was given the opportunity to start an entry-level position. And when I started there, I just said to myself, I love this. Like, this is what I want to do. And decided that the finance world was going to be my world for my career. And that's how I started. Currently, my motivation is to be able to create wealth. Through real estate, through properties. I dedicate myself to finding the programs and the loans that best fit our clients' needs and the best loan possible for them. And that's pretty much my primary goal right now, is to make as many people that I can possible wealthy through real estate.
I love that. I love that, Julisa. And I think you're doing a great job. And I wish you,
Amanda,
more success from here on out. Yes, of course.
And what about for you?
So for me, unfortunately, it took me a little while to start my real estate journey, but I'm so grateful that I did. And well, it was always kind of underlying in my family. My dad purchased property back in the 90s, and I saw how it appreciated, right? And I just always knew that property and real estate was one of the only ways to create generational wealth for your family. And so that's really the driving force behind why I got into the industry. Unfortunately, stuff happened in my family. We're not gonna get too personal, but I wanna be able to get everything back for my family and make sure that we have property, my daughter has property, and that everyone has property. So yeah, that's why I'm in it. And then once my family's good, I honestly really want to give back to the community. Without resources, it's hard for me to be able to provide for the community. So yeah,
those are great examples of, you know, why you got started. And clearly, you know, for as long as I've known you, I could tell your obsession with building your real estate business and, you know, definitely doing all the right things and helping the right people so that you're able to do everything, you know, help your family and also help other people in the community as well.
Thank you.
So I love it, Amanda.
Yes.
All right, why don't you pick next?
Okay. Oh. All right, where are you from? Okay, so I'll start. I am from Chicago. I lived for a little bit in the Cicero area, but I moved to Bucktown in second grade with my dad, which is, where he bought property in the 90s, and obviously we know how Bucktown is now. So, that's where I'm from. He's from Mexico. My mom's from Puerto Rico. So got a little Mexican in the house.
Nice.
How
Great
about yourself,
combinations
Julisa?
there.
Oh, thank you.
I actually was born and raised in Chicago. Primarily in the neighborhood I was raised in is Humboldt Park, which is not too far from Little Village where we're at right now. My parents are Mexican. I've been to Mexico many times. I love it. I love my culture, but certainly love living in Chicago. Love being here, you know.
Gotta love it.
Yeah,
Best
absolutely.
city. Woo-hoo.
Yes. Currently, though, I do live in Berwyn, but my heart's in Chicago. I will say that, in the city.
It's the first suburb outside of Chicago.
I know.
You're okay.
I still feel like I'm in a little Chicago, a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so let's go on to the next question. Ooh, what are you most proud of? Is this where I get personal? Oh boy. Definitely my boys. I have 2 boys. One's 29 and the other one is 16. I am proud of them too and all their accomplishments. I have one that's athletic and then I have one that's an entrepreneur. And so between the 2 of them, they keep me busy and I can't be more proud of them. And actually, you know, seeing them grow and seeing them flourish and seeing them become great young men is really something I'm proud of.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, let's see. I'm also proud of my daughter. I have a 10-year-old daughter. She got almost straight A's. So yeah, so right now we're working on getting her into a middle school. So I'm just proud of, you know, coming off of COVID. It was really tough for kids. And so I'm really proud of the way she's back acclimated with school and that she's able to pick herself up and keep that going. But aside from my daughter, I'm really proud of myself. I've had to overcome quite a few things in my past, but we're moving past that, and I'm just proud of the woman that I've grown to be, and I'm still growing. But yeah, I'm proud of myself.
And everyone's proud of you too as well.
you.
And you're a great mom too. I've seen, you know, your daughter and how you raise her, and it's fantastic. So
Thank you. I appreciate that.
for sure.
All right, last question.
Your turn.
Let's see what we got. What is a fun fact about you? Ooh, there's a lot of fun facts. But let's see. We'll go with, that's not very fun. In high school, I was a belly dancer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so nice.
So I could, whenever I'm out and I hear the, you know, Arabic music, I always do a little belly roll.
It all comes back to you, right?
Yeah.
It all comes back to you.
Exactly.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank you.
And it appears that we both like the creative side and arts, right?
Yeah.
So myself, when I was growing up, I actually was part of like a little kids club, kind of like the Mickey Mouse Club, but it was a Latino one, a Spanish one. So we would go out and we would perform in different festivals, and then there was a TV show, and I was part of the TV show, and you know, we had our little group, and we had a dance group, and we sang and we danced, and I tapped into little commercials here and there. I did a few of them
So
when
we got
I
a
was
star.
younger. Yeah. As you can see, we both love the arts. And so yeah, that's one of the fun facts. I don't think too many people know that about me. So
Awesome. Thanks for
very
sharing.
small, of course. Of course. We did say we were gonna share some personal stuff, right?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
well, that was the end of the questions, and we really just wanted to share a little bit about who we are and what we do, just so you have a clear understanding that, you know, with the process of buying a home, I get the money for you. You know, some people in the past have called me La Señora del Dinero in Spanish, or you know, the lady with the money. It's not, I'm not the one with the money, but I'll find you the money, right?
Exactly.
And in Amanda's case,
And in my case, I'm a realtor, so while I'm not a loan officer or an inspector or any of those things,
abogada,
or a lawyer, an
attorney.
attorney, you know, but my job, at least I feel my job as a realtor is, well, there's different steps. So before we're house hunting, I'm your educator, right? I want to make sure you know what's going on in the market, all this stuff. While we're house hunting, I'm your advocate and a liaison between all these parties. The lawyer, the attorney, the inspector, the seller's agent, right? I'm kind of just making sure all the pieces are starting to fit together. And then after closing, I'm your friend for life, so you're stuck with me.
That's absolutely correct. You become family for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much for spending time with us and getting to know who we are, just a little piece. If you definitely are looking to buy a house, reach out to us. My number is 773-851-4387. And
My number is going to be 773-510-5990.
see you soon. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye.